Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I've got an exciting one for you today. So Lisa kindly gifted me this for Christmas. I've been waiting a hot second to get it because it's been at my mum's house, out of sight, out of mind. I want to do 5 looks because I want to use all the shimmers. I mean, just look at that palette, guys. I'll give you a really close-up view without me in the frame. That is just stunning. Thank you so much, Lisa. Today, I really want to do, it's kind of a purple look. I didn't realise it until I swatched it, but this pulls really purple. So I guess we'll be going in with Obscurity, this one here first, in the transition. I could have sworn when I swatched it there was more of a purple look. I don't know whether to go in with Witching Hour on the outer V or Nightfall. Anyway, we can do that when we get there. Let me just run this BK Beauty Brush through the colour switch. Not colour switch. So once I've used this palette, I'm going to take a break for a couple of days from YouTube just to clean my makeup brushes because they need it. So, Obscurity. This one down here. Okay. So I've left both eyes blank. We are clearly a work in progress. I could do 2 different looks. If I wasn't going out anywhere, I'd do 2 different looks. I'd say this is more of a periwinkle blue. It seems to be blending out quite well. So far, so good. I'm just going to put a bit more of this in the outer V. See, my looks are very, very monochromatic. And this palette, I mean, you can create some monochromatic looks with it, which we will be doing over the coming days. I won't be doing a look tomorrow because I have to go to the job centre. So, yeah, we're going to do this one, then skip a day and then come back and do the other 4. Yeah, it's very blue. Witching Hour is quite purple. It's like a purple plum. So Witching Hour is this one here. Very dark. You know, now I don't know if I like that, to be honest, what's on my eyes at the moment. I'm hoping the look will come together. But I'm only going to my mum's at the end of the day. Oh. Okay. If we blend these 2 shades in, it might look slightly better. I'm not blending it all the way across. I want some of the blue peeking through, but I want it pretty dark in the outer V there. Yeah, I like this better. That blue to me looks like Elsa's dress. And although Elsa looks pretty in it, it doesn't look nice all over my eyes. For a start, I'm not a blue lover. I don't really wear a lot of blue. Clothing, yes. But eyeshadows, no. I just can't pull it off. I do like that more. So we're on the right track. I might go in with a bit of the black as well, which is called Shadow. This here. I want to use as many of these eyeshadows as possible. I want to use them all, actually. Not today, obviously, but like within the 5 days. So then I can review the palette. So let's just tap, tap, tap a bit of black on this outer V here. I've got such a technical term for things, haven't I? Tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to put some glitter glue on. Okay, so far I've just put glitter glue on. You don't really need to see me using that. It's just the W7 glitter glue that I normally use. And then I've gone in with this Urban Decay Glide On 24/7 eyeshadow pencil, and that looks pretty smoky as it is. Now, I think I'm going to go in with a brush first of all. And then if it won't go on right, or we need more pigmentation, then I'll go in with my finger. So this one is from Boozy Shop. I got it when I got my Chocolate Martini palette by Glamlight. So this shade here, Luna, I could have used this teal shade. Looks like it's got a shift of blue in it. And we all know how I feel about blues. Yeah, there's definitely blue in that. But then when I swatched it, it looked more purple. Yeah, that's definitely more purple. And it's not going to work. Right, let's just put a thin layer on with a brush just to get the right where I want it. And then we can go over it with the finger. Because let's be honest, most shimmers apply better with fingers. I'm going to leave it blank here because I think I'm going to put Milky Way in the inner corner. I'll show you that in a second. Let's just do the other eye. And then I've got a new lip gloss to put on with it. And I've had it since Christmas. So if you saw what I got for Christmas haul, wow, this is starting to look nice now. If you saw what I got for Christmas haul, you will have seen it. But I've not wore it because of my not eye infection, because of my sinusitis. And also I had a cold, so I didn't want to infect the lipstick. Sorry. I always do that. I don't actually think I need to go in with the finger, but I might towards the end once I put mascara on. In fact, let's do mascara now. And what I'm trying to do, this is one that I bought, but Karen's got me one. I'm trying to trial it by itself to see if I can actually, once this one has expired, I'm trying to see if I can get by with just this. Like, I like it just for a topper mascara, but I don't like it as a one and done. But because I'm on my know by now, mascaras are a caveat. I can replenish a mascara when I need to. But I just thought maybe if I can get by with that mascara that Karen's bought me for 3 to 6 months after this has gone, then, you know, I won't need one for a while. But it just does nothing for my eyelashes, this. And it kind of makes me miserable. Mascara makes me miserable. I mean, you can definitely see some length is happening. Maybe I just need 3 coats of it. Right, so that's 2. We'll put 1 more on. I don't know, guys. I mean, if I do get a mascara, it'll be very, very inexpensive. Normally I like Essence, but I can no longer get Essence unless I go to Just My Look, and I have to spend £10 to get free delivery. So if I just need 1 mascara, that's kind of like going against everything, unless I got like hair products or skincare or something like that. But going on that site is just too much temptation. I'm not checking out any websites at the moment because they are just too much temptation. Right, so that's just one coat. So yeah, if I can get by with just this mascara, this one is going to go soon. It's going to expire. And I've also got the Key Best Sky High. They are the perfect combination. But just this by itself, I'm not a fan. Just feels like it's not doing anything. Doesn't feel like it's... I've got the length, but I've not got the definition. I like to have them quite full, like false eyelashes, and I'm just not getting that with this. I'm just getting the length. Anyway, let me go and get my lippy. I've actually just remembered I've not put the inner corner highlight on, so we're going to do that now first. So it's this one here, Milky Way. Looks really, really pretty. This, from swatching it, looked like a topper. And there's nothing wrong with toppers. I really, really like toppers now. I think I'm going to go in, like, really, really into the inner corner, where it meets that purple. Okay, and with my finger, I think I will go into Luna. So that's what it looks like. That's what it's going to look like, really, really pigmented. And I'm just going to tap it on. It's really, really pretty. I was a bit worried because the swatches, they look really, really sheer. All of them look really, really. And I watched Bad to the Brow, Millie, and she was saying, because this is the older formula, she said it's not as good. Not as good as what Glaminatrix have brought out to this day, so it's not as good as the more newer palettes. So I was a bit worried that it wasn't going to be, but if you ask me, it is. I mean, I don't think I've created a look like this, ever. Let me know if you think I have, but I don't think I have. It's not normally my type of look, is it not? I need to see if I've got a blue jumper somewhere. Oh, this is the lip gloss, by the way. This is a dupe of a Fenty one. You can tell they're just duping it. Revolution Shimmer Balm lip gloss with vitamin E. I'm trying to get the security tag off. I actually got this for free with my Boots points quite a while ago. I was going to pay for it, and they're only £6 anyway, compared to Fenty Beauty being, what, 20. I paid 20 for my Fenty Beauty one. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nearly there, guys. It's actually the same colour as my top. So it's in the shade Sparkle Pink. Does it say how much you get? No. But where is it? Oh, I don't know where my Fenty Beauty one is. I've probably lost it. So we're going to try this on. It's got shimmer in it, and that's what I wanted the Fenty Beauty to be. So, I mean, if this doesn't have shimmer... Oh, it has plenty of shimmer on it. I was going to say, if this doesn't have shimmer on it... You can see it there, can't you? Then it doesn't matter to me, because I've not paid Fenty Beauty prices. I've not paid £20 for it like I did the one at Christmas. So let's see what this one looks like. Oh my gosh, it goes with the eye look. Right, now I don't normally like lip glosses. It's a bit, yeah, it's a little bit sticky, whereas the Fenty Beauty ones aren't. I could actually wear my Fenty Beauty one if I can find it, and then tap this over the top to get that sparkle. So I might try doing that. I do actually like the way it's looking. This is what the eye look looks like. Obsessed. I really, really, really like that. So this is day one, look one. Thank you again so much, Lisa. I absolutely love it. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Nice and blue. So this is what we're looking like. Oh, look at that shift. There. So this is what we're looking like. Normally I'd wear a red lip, but not with blue though, I don't think. I think that's just too much. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use tomorrow. So again, that's what the palette looks like. Hey guys, so this is look 2. So what I'm going to do now, because they're going to just get too long, the videos, what I'm going to do is just come on with the first eye done, and then we'll do the second eye together. I'll show you how I got the look. So we're still using the Glaminatrix Nocturnal Palette. This is what it looks like. It's just absolutely stunning. Right, so for the inner corner, I used a different highlighter. So I used the Mikayla, just because I don't want to be continuously using Milky Way, and I don't think it would have gone with this green look anyway, even though it looks pretty light. So anyway, without further ado, let's go in with my... So first of all, I went in with Milky. So this one here, kind of the lightest green in the palette. I really have to think when I'm using this palette though, because not the kind of shades that I would normally use. So just tapping on and blending out a bit. And I haven't got lip gloss on, I've got my exfoliator on from Morag. I just want to exfoliate my lips because I've not done it in a couple of weeks now. And they're starting to dry out. Okay, so that's enough for that, I think. Then I went in with Gloom. I wasn't too sure if it was fog or gloom. It was definitely Gloom. The darkest kind of khaki. And I think I went in with this Jessup Beauty brush. But let me just wipe it off just in case I didn't. Oh, I need to find my colour switch. That seems to have gone walkabouts. So in with Gloom. So I started that on the outer V and then just blended it kind of all across. So the lighter shade I really just wanted to use as a transition. Then I went in with this brush again with no extra colour on and blended it out. I think I want to put a bit more of that. Was it Gloom on? Yeah. Just to deepen that out a tiny bit more. Okay, I think that was it. Yeah, because I thought about going in with fog as well, but I didn't. I know I didn't. That was it until we got to the shimmer. So then I went in with this powder here, my Revolution Contour Palette, just to highlight the brow bone and clean up a little. Then I kind of sharpen the edge out here. Right, so I've been done with that now. I really want to, like in the next 3 to 6 months, I want this to be completely empty. And then I'm probably going to go over onto this one. I'll use the banana powder, and I'm not too sure about the contour powders. We'll see. It's not a kind of palette that I really want to use up. I always wanted to use it up for the face powders. Right, glitter glue then. Have I put it back away? No, it's here right in front of me. So W7 Sparkle Slay, and then normally I go in with this eyeliner. If I use this eyeliner, I thought about using a different one, but I just thought to myself, no, this is kind of, it's not in Project Pan, but I do want to use it up. So I guess it is in Project Pan then, isn't it? So it's called the Essential Eye Kohl Pencil by Goss. So quite a bougie product. And it's in the shade Precious Opal. So I just want to use it up. And what I did, I went in with my Sigma brush that I got. What palette did I get this with? Oh, I got this with the Sigma Enchanted palette. So I went in with this side of it. That side is the E54 Medium Sweeper. Apparently these brushes are really, really popular. Went in with that shade there. That shade is called Night Vision. So this is our shimmer. And again, it's not the best brush, but I went in and placed it where I want it to go. And then I went in with a finger. I've got Nocturnal now, but I've only tried that for 2 days. I've got Sugar and Spice, and I've got the Nearly Natural. So I've got 4 palettes that I've tried, and I've got one coming for my birthday in a few weeks. So I would say I've tried a good amount. And then when I've used them all, I'm feeling like I want to do least favourite to favourite in these palettes. What do you think? Would you want to see it? Would you want my opinion? The only thing I've not liked with these metallic eyeshadows, and I've not noticed it with all metallic eyeshadows, is the shimmer goes up here. Like in, do you know where the crease is? And I don't like shimmer here. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I will say that. This one hasn't done it yet, but my eye's not been like that. So, yeah, it's doing it now. But I've got hooded eyes. You know, I'm getting older, so it's going to do that. That's what that's looking like. So let's go into the Mikayla Part 2 palette. I made a bit of a mistake. I went in with both like this blue toned one here. So that one's called Starstruck and this one's called Blinding. I should have just gone in with a green. So I went in with that and it came out more blue. And then I went back in with just the green one. So let's just do that. And what I did, this came with a Jessup Beauty set. I really, really love this for Innercorner. We'll do this first because it needs to match, obviously, this eye. And you'll be able to tell how blue it is. See how blue it's looking? I mean, it's looking pretty blue on the other side as well. And so then I just went in with Blinding, which is the more green side. I do really like these highlighters. I think they're so nice. Yeah, I like that. Right, that's one coat. So, I mean, today's lashes are looking pretty good, aren't they? They weren't looking that good yesterday. I think I did 3 or 4 coats and I kept turning the brush around. If you want length and definition, you've got to go in with 3 or 4 different coats if you ask me. Right, I think 3 will do it. And now, with this look, I think a red lip is needed, don't you? I'm going to go and pick a red lip out. Morag actually sent me one to review on the channel, and I've used it before. I've used it one time before, so I might actually pull that one out. Okay, guys, so it's this one here. By the time you've seen this video, you'll have seen my friend Mel video, so thank you so much for sending me this. And thank you for the chocolate bars, Morag. I've already eaten them, and the curly whirly is as good as I remember it, so love that. So anyway, this one is Pupa Fight Like a Woman, I'm Strong. I think that might be the shade. Yeah, I'm Strong 003. Sometimes I don't feel it, especially of late with all these sinus infections. So that's the packaging there. It's really, really nice packaging, isn't it? Right. So like I said, I've tried it. So it's not smudge proof or anything like that, but it is long lasting. I was telling Morag, I actually fell asleep with it on, and although some had come off, the very next day it was still there on my lips. So it does last. And I don't know what that smells of, but it is freaking gorgeous. Right, now to do the top bit, I think I need to look in the mirror. Right, I'll come back in a minute when it's dried down a little bit. Right, I was just reading the box while it dried down a little bit. I'll read it to you. So it says, I'm Strong, Vinyl Effect Liquid Lip Colour. The intensity of the lip colour comes together with the shine of a gloss. I agree with that. For irresistible lips enriched with argan oil and hyaluronic acid, its texture is ultra comfortable and gives a vinyl effect that lasts over time. I agree with that as well. If you want to be daring, you can go overboard with the amount of product without the worry of smudging. Right, this is where I don't agree, because it's been probably a few minutes now, and you know, like with the Maybeline vinyls, they kind of stay put and, you know, they don't smear and things like that. If I went like that now, it would be all the way up here. And to kind of prove that, I've just touched it. I don't really want to do that because I don't want to look like a clown. Red is not forgiving, is it not? I still do really, really like it. I was saying this to More, like I said, it's not smudge proof, but I really, really do like it. But look. Oh, it's actually not that bad. When I'm drinking cups of tea, the ring around the cup is really not forgiving. Maybe once it dries down, it is kiss proof, or smudge proof, should we say. Give it a few more minutes and then we'll try it again. So it says, if you want to be daring, you can go overboard with the amount of product without the worry of smudging. For optimum product flow, pump the applicator up and down twice. Now, I didn't do that. I did put it on twice, but I like dipped in once, like did this bit and then dipped in another time and did that bit. So next time I use it, I'll do it twice, like it says here. So always check your instructions. So while that's drying a little bit more, let's talk about this. She also sent me the Spectrum BO7, and I love Spectrum brushes. I've got, I think it's a Spectrum CO6. I got 2 of them because it was either Glossy Box or Birchbox sent me 2 boxes when they should have sent me 1. But yeah, this one looks nicer. And I didn't want to use it today on this eye because I want you to see me using it and getting my first impressions and just see what I think of it. Yeah, I do really, really like these brushes. So we'll probably use that tomorrow. Yeah, it's still coming off a bit, but not massive amounts. If I do a kiss thing on here, yeah, you can see it there. It's not massive amounts, and that's where the ring around the cup goes when I've had a cup of tea. And this is why it stayed on the lips, because it's really, it's a vinyl lip gloss, basically. I would say if you was looking at this and you was looking at the Maybelline vinyl, if you want it to stay on, if you want to go out on a night out and you want to wear red, then you're going to get the Maybelline vinyl. What shade did I get? Hang on. So I would say if you want it to stay on all night, so if you're going out partying and you want it to stay on all night, I'd say get this or a shade like it. If you want a red one, this one is in the shade Wicked. This is actually good because, as you can see there, the label's all over the place. I put it in my washing machine by mistake and none of it came out. So what you've got to do with these that you don't have to do with the other one, with the Pupa one, is shake it up. And then it's practically the same shade. Maybe I could do kind of a one lip here, one lip there in another video. But I like them both equally. I've not wore this since I last wore it. I think I did a TikTok video on it. I think I'll do a TikTok video on this one as well. Just a try on. It's a bit strange how this one says I'm strong and this one is calling me wicked. Well, it's not calling me wicked, but that's the names of them. I do like this bit here. It says fight like a woman. I'm just wondering if this was done for breast cancer. And then obviously it says I'm strong is the colour as well. But guys, this is the overall look. What are you thinking? So let me know which look you like the best. Looks 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. I know we've only got 2 looks done so far, but you know, I'm hoping to get 5 looks done with this palette, and I'm hoping it's not going to be a long ass video. I'll edit as much out of it as I can to make it shorter. Hey guys, so we're doing a look free. Does this look a bit grungy or is it just me? Look at that Innercorner, that's Milky Way again. I think that looks grungy, so I was saying to Lisa, I think this is a contender for one of my favourite palettes of 2024. The formula is just so soft. And this is the third look I've done now, so I can, you know, there's not like one eyeshadow in here that I'm like, not too sure on that. There's this one, Obscurity, if I'm being honest. I didn't like that when I first put that on my eye, but blended out with, what did I use? Witching Hour, this one here. It looked really nice in the end, and I absolutely love this one. All I did here was use this trio. So I used Fog first in the transition area, then I went in with Gloom in the outer V and through the transition, and then on the lid, of course, is Constellation. Literally, when I'm looking at Constellation here, it's green, but then when you look at it here, it's bronze. I wish I could show you. There. You can see the shift there. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm still testing this mascara out just by itself. I just want to see if I can get away with just using the backup for a few months rather than going out and buying one. So yeah, still testing that out. What I wanted to do, I saved it clean. I've obviously not used it yet, but before, so if this one, because I've never used it before, if this one doesn't work out as well as this one, because this is the Sigma brush, this is the Sigma blending brush, what number is that? I've used crease brush and it's really good, and so I'm going to try this first. So this one is from Morag and this is the Spectrum BO7. So we're going to go in with Fog. So today we're just sticking towards here. I did think about maybe putting shadow on the outer V as well. I don't know, I might still do that, and then we've used the quad. Right, so that's the colour. I've got a mirror here, but I don't want you to see. I don't want you to see me looking into it. So I'm just looking off to the mirror, so don't mind me. Oh, this is actually a good mirror for this, because you can't actually see me looking into the mirror like normal. And you're getting to see me up close and personal. Whether you want to see me up close and personal is another thing, isn't it? How are you all doing, guys? Are you all well? Are you all on diets? This time of year, people go on diets, don't they? I'm not on my diet yet because I've still got some Christmas chocolates to get through. And I feel like I won't be on a diet till March. It's my birthday in February and I normally get chocolates for my birthday as well. I don't know though, I might start my diet sooner. I mean, I've got enough on my plate at the moment with the no-buy. So that's kind of my New Year's resolution. Why bring something else into the mix? Okay, I feel like that needs to be blended out with a different brush now. Maybe this one, this Soho one. I'm really hoping this video isn't going to be long, but there's only 2 videos on it so far and it's like over 30 minutes. It might just get to the point where I can only do 4 looks. But 4 is enough to test the palette anyway. 4 out of 8 and into the crease a little bit. We're going to go in with Gloom, that one there. Just a really grungy khaki green. So I always take it down here first. Kind of flick it out as well. Put a bit more on though. Why is it when I start filming I get messages from everyone? I'll use this brush again to blend. So who's watching everything there is about Gypsy Rose at the moment? I'm watching pretty much all her Instagram, pretty much all her TikToks. She's done that Confessions of Gypsy Rose programme, hasn't she? I can't watch that here in the UK, so I'm trying to watch little snippets on YouTube. There was this young woman a while ago, well, a couple of weeks ago, saying who's obsessed with Gypsy Rose, and I've watched the act that Filming made about her, and I didn't actually realise she was up for a release. I'm like, obsessed? And I'm like, no, I'm not obsessed. But now I'm obsessed. I feel like everyone is globally. She was released on the 28th of December. She took to Instagram and now she's got millions of followers. I think the last time I checked, someone was saying 8 million. And it's like, whoa. I've had my Instagram account years and I've only just got over 1,000. I mean, she went to hell and back, didn't she? You know, she deserves every little bit of happiness she can get. Right. So I don't know why I've kind of colour switched that again. I don't think I need it. I do need glitter glue. So W7 Sparkle Slay. Way too much. So that's what I've been doing. I've been watching like documentaries. I only watched that Dr. Phil documentary that she did last week, and that's been out years. Then I watched a documentary that Nick Gordy-John did about the whole situation, about Gypsy Rose getting more coverage than he did, and about how he'll always feel a certain way towards her. He'll always be in love with her. I watched that documentary, but I only saw a little bit of it. I only saw probably about 10-15 minutes. Obviously, someone's put it onto YouTube. So I watched that, and then I've been watching pretty much what's on YouTube about her. So you could say I'm a bit slightly obsessed with it. I'm not normally obsessed with documentaries like that, but because this one has got to do with mental health, I really am interested in that kind of thing. So also I've been watching something else called Mr. Selfridge. It's based on Selfridges, do you know, the big massive department store in the UK. So it's based on that store, like it's based on, sorry, that was a firework. So it's set in 1909, and that was when the first store opened in London, and it's just such an amazing programme. I'm only like the 4th episode in. Now, it was on TV a while ago, and it was the 2nd or 3rd season, and I'm like, Mum, we can't watch it. You know, I've not watched the 1st season. I need to know what's happening right from the start to finish. It's got some really good British actors in it, so I'm really, really enjoying that. We've got 3 seasons of that to watch, then I'm not sure what I'm going to watch. So if you're in the UK, let me know what you've been binge watching. But anyway, let's get back to the look. So I'm going to go in with the Wayne Goss Essential Eye Kohl Pencil in Precious Opal. So that's that. I'm going to go in with this side of the Sigma brush. So again, that is the Sigma E54 Medium Sweeper. I used this yesterday as well, didn't I? So I don't know why I'm telling you what it is. And then we're going to go in with Constellation here. Yeah, it looks bronze there, and then when I look down at it, it's like a unique green gold. I'm going to come really close for this bit, so you can see it in all its glory. I feel like a red is needed. And these eyeshadows, guys, are just super, super soft. I feel like this formula is better than some of the newer formula that I've tried by Glaminatrix. The newer formula, I would say, is more kind of shiny, sparkly. These are just smooth, metallic duochromes, I would say. I need to look into what they are and tell you as I'm editing the video. I've edited looks 1 and 2, but I've not actually looked into what the eyeshadows are. It's going to be hard because they don't sell this palette anymore, but I believe they still sell the singles. Maybe if I just do a Google search, I can find the information that was out there when it was released. I think it was released a couple of years ago, but then they brought it back last year for a while, and Lisa picked it up for me, and I'm so glad she did, because I absolutely obsessed. Yes, I am. Right, so now we're going in with Milky Way. So today I've used 4 eyeshadows in total. Where's that other brush? Because I like this better than, I was going to use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill one. This one is the JH39. This one is no name. I really like this. I think it's meant to be used for the under eye here, but I never use it for that. So I'm just going in with Milky Way now. It's just so Milky Way, I would say, is probably one of the sparkliest ones in the palette, but it is so pretty, guys. You can see just how sparkly it is. Okay. Mascara, so the e.l.f. Lash and Roll and nothing else. So I'm going to do this while I'm using the palette. Then I'm going to have to bring the Cube S Sky High out. It's just, if I don't, the Cube S Sky High is going to go bad. Why are fireworks going off today? It's not even a special day. It's the 6th of January. Is that a special day? I don't think it is. Sorry, I'm getting a bit worked up about the fireworks. I hate fireworks, and I know I have to go to my mum's soon, and I'll have to go out when the fireworks are going off left, right and centre like that. It'll be someone's birthday. There'll be fireworks left over. Oh, there'll be fireworks left over from New Year. It'll be someone's birthday, and that's why they're setting them off. Like, do you really have to? And those poor dogs as well, what they have to go through. Right, so I'm just going in with 3 coats of mascara. I just want it like this one. Well, I've not had my dinner yet, so I need to make that before I go anywhere. Let's not worry about going out in the fireworks. Right, now all I need to do is tap over this side, because I tapped over that side with Constellation, with that gorgeous shimmer. While my mascara is drying, let me talk to you about this other thing that Morag sent to me. If you've watched my friend Mel that she sent me this Revolution Pore Vanish Prime Mist. Right, so there's pros and cons to it. I've only used it once, which was today. I just kept forgetting about it, and I unpacked the box yesterday. So the pro is that I feel like it does work, even off first impression, even off me just using it today. I feel like it does work. The con, I would say, I don't like the sprayer. It literally soaked my entire face. That might be why it worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use it until this is, I mean, I love this bottle. Once this is empty, I'll put it in here and we'll test it out, and I'll be able to give you more of an opinion on it. And then once this is empty, I'll need to go out and get another. Actually, will I though? Yeah, I think I've got 2 facial sprays. I think I've got a setting spray in the bathroom, but I don't know if it's any good. I think it's full of shimmer. That's the other hydrating face mist I really like to use. But if I was recommending one, I'd say this one. I feel like this one will be empty before this one at this rate. So maybe I can put this one in here. Anyway, just watch this space. I'm not going to use it until I've got a bottle that's empty. Normally Revolution spray bottles are really good, so I was surprised. It just comes out like really fast. And if you just do that on one side, you know, you're getting like spray all down your face. It's just not a good spray bottle. So the product inside is really good. The spray bottle's not. So again, thank you for sending it to me, Morag. I will use it. I'm going to wait for one of the spray bottles to become empty. Let me go and grab a lipstick. I'll let you listen to the fireworks. Are you a fan of the fireworks? Because I certainly not. So this is quite good. It really does stay on for quite a long period of time. So it is the Revlon Matte Resistance in the shade Spill Tea. That's the doe foot. Oh my gosh, they're so annoying. Oh gosh, I love it. Loves it. So here we go. This is the finished look. I've had to cut my fringe, but I've not done a good job of it. Does anyone's fringe just grow so much? Mine grows so much more than my actual hair. But anyway, let me just lift this bit up so you can see. So that's that eye there. I love this inner corner. I love that shade, Milky Way. It's just beautiful. And that lid shade actually matches my hair. So yeah, I'm liking today's look. I've liked all of the looks. This is the third look now. I've liked all of them. So yeah, this is a stunner. It's a stunner of a palette. This is the look, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 4. Hi guys, the video is getting extremely long now, so for the next 2 looks I'm going to do them and I'm going to show you what they look like. I'll talk you through the shades that I use. Now this one, I like the inner corner. I think the look itself is just too dark for my taste, but I'll talk you through it anyway. I wanted to use Dusk and I wanted to use Witching Hour, but there's no other shade really to blend that out with, so I had to use Obscurity, and I don't like that shade. That's the only shade in this palette. I mean, I've not tried Nightfall, so I can't speak of that yet, but that's the only shade in the palette that I don't particularly like. It's okay as a blending out shade, but when I put that on, like just by itself, you can see in the first video that I created, I just didn't like it, and I still don't like it. Second time using it. So anyway, I went in with Obscurity first, then I went in with Witching Hour all over the crease, then I just put some glitter glue down, and then I went in with Dusk. This one here, it's really pretty. It's dark, you can see just how dark it is. And then I went in with Milky Way. Definitely one of my favourite shades in this palette, I would say, is Milky Way. I mean, it's already got a dip in, you can see there. So yeah, I used that, and this is today's look. I'm not a fan of it. I will just put that out there. Out of all the looks that I've done with this beautiful Glaminatrix Cosmetics Nocturnal Palette, it's probably my least favourite at the moment. I mean, I blended it out as best as I can, and I'm still not overly keen on it. I think it's that Obscurity shade that's throwing it off, and the fact obviously that it's a dark eyeshadow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 5. Hi guys, so this is the last look. I'm not too sure how I feel about it because it's pulling it very blue on me, but we'll go through the shades that I've used. I wanted to use, in these 5 looks, I wanted to use the entire palette, and I've managed that. So because I hadn't used Nightfall, this teal here, I should have really used it with Luna. Now, in the pan there, it's looking very, I would say, blue. But when I'm looking down on it, it's purple. So it's a blurple shade. So yeah, it's very purple when you look down on it. I mean, so I should have used it with that shade. I didn't know how blue it was. So I used that today. So I went into the crease to about here, and then I went in with Obscurity. I'm really trying to get to like. I do feel like it looks okay if you just use a little bit of it. Then I put glitter glue all over my eyelids, and I went in with Milky Way. Such a beautiful shade, but maybe it would have looked better over something else. I don't know. Next time I might try it on one of the greens, so Murky or Fog, and see how it looks there. Because it does pull green a little bit, even though you can't really see it. Hang on. Yeah, you can see it's pulling green there now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. You can see it a little bit on my hand. So I think it would look really, really good with either that one or that one, Murky or Fog. Then I went in with this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeshadow Pencil in Deep End. Then for Innercorner, I used this again, this Mikayla Part 2 Glam Light palette. And I just went in with Starstruck this time. That's really, really pretty, and it's a nice blue Innercorner highlight. For lip gloss, I used the Elizabeth Arden Sunset Bronze Prismatic Lip Gloss. And you can't really see it, but it pulls kind of like blue purple. So I thought it would be a nice lip gloss to go with this look. Don't normally wear lip gloss, and I didn't think a red would go well with this look. So I just thought I'd show you what we've done. So this concludes all 5 looks. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette, guys. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites I've used so far in 2024. But I think this is the only palette I've used in 2024. I was going through my drawers that I keep to this side of me, where I rank everything, and I couldn't see anything else. Let me just go through it again. I mean, there's the Glaminatrix Cosmetics, but I've used that. I used that in December. Yeah, it's there's nothing else in here. So yeah, this is the only one I've used so far, I think. I used some of the Too Faced little travel palettes that had Iron Face products in them at the end of December, beginning of January. I'm not counting those. I'm going to write every single palette down I use, so we know at the end of the year. Then we can really, really tally them and make sure I'm talking to you about the right amount of palettes. So this is the overall look. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, it really does help my small channel grow. Share and comment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I post makeup and beauty related videos Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And I would love to have you here as part of my YouTube family. And I'll see you all in the next one.